Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we go. My name is Chris. This is the first gaming video we have had on the Empty Promise channel in quite some time. Today we are taking into Tomb Raider 2. Let's go. Now this is something I have wanted to do for so long, and I thought, why not? Being that it is the 25-year anniversary of Lara Croft and of Tomb Raider this year, I thought no better time to jump back into my favorite video game franchise, video game series of all time is Tomb Raider. And Tomb Raider 2 in particular, definitely my favorite, along with millions of others. It is considered to be one of the best, if not the best, in at least the old series anyway. But it's up there as one of the greatest Tomb Raider games I think ever made. This and 4 I think are my two contenders for the top, but I am taking into 2 today because I have recently finished 1 and I played 4 at the beginning of lockdown at the start of this year. There is our first secret of the game, and I am going to try to make this an all secrets run, an all secrets collected run 100% if we can do that. But really difficult game, I gotta say. Just in general, like the old Tomb Raiders were just difficult games. Like this is the first level of TR2. Like, and if you're coming into Tomb Raider games completely blind, and you're given this first level, like you think years ago, no walkthroughs, no guides, no nothing. Like, you can see why so many people either got turned off these games like straight away, like, you know, without getting past the first level, or, you know, struggled on for like hours and hours and hours, and these games lasted like weeks and weeks at a time. But I'm fortunate enough to have been brought up in a household where my father played each and every one of these games, and I was so lucky to be able to sit and watch him just put hour after hour into this franchise when I was younger. And my love has held strong over the years, and I am now so grateful to be able to play these in slightly better resolution than he would have done. Now, in the past, I have played them all through on the PS1. This is my first time playing through them on Steam. After a couple of patches and things, you know, the resolution is a little bit better. If you know the old Tomb Raider games, you know exactly how this would have looked. But I'm hoping... Oh, we just about made it into the water as well. I am hoping that the game holds out, that we don't get any crashes or anything like that, and that we can just continue to enjoy this play. Now, I know that there is like a number of like challenges almost with these games. Like, you can do a no save, no load, no medipack even run off the game, which is absolutely insane to me. Like, I don't know how anybody would do that. This is not going to be anything like that. This is going to be... I'm going to go for all saves. I would in the future like to do, or at least attempt, a no saves, no load. I don't know about no medical packs, but definitely no save, no load run of TR2 anyway. Possibly TR3, because it's considered like arguably one of the hardest in the entire series. That's including like right up until like Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So I'd like to do that. It'd be a nice challenge, I think, to do. But for the time being, I'm happy enough trying to collect all the secrets. I played through this maybe like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I can't remember how long ago it is now. When we first started the podcast, I played through TR2 and 3 as well. And 2, I managed to get to like right towards the end, collecting all the secrets. And there was one level that just gave me so much bother that I literally just gave up. I just wanted it to be over at that point. And I foregoed one of the secrets and just moved on. And I kind of regret it, because I would have liked to say that I've collected all the secrets in these games, but they are just really challenging. And if you know what I'm talking about, like if you're a fan of the series or you play these and you know like what these secrets are like to collect, like the level design as these games go on is so intricate. Like where they have put some of the secrets, it is crazy. And you'll see, like, I'm not too sure as well whether I'm going to video the entire me playing it. If that is something that you think you would actually rather quite like to sit down and watch, then hit the like button on this video. And I might do it. I mean, I'm going to play through it anyway. So that's it's absolutely no odds to me whether I record it and put it up. It'll be pretty raw, I have to say. Like, I'm not going to do too much editing to these videos. I just want it to go up. I'll show you all the deaths, all the the misfortunes along the way, because that's what makes these games so bloody interesting. I think, you know, just how much of a struggle there actually is. Now, hang on, I'm going to save it here because, as you can see, I've been practicing a little bit in these levels. I'm going to save it here because this is our first kind of trap, and you can see how difficult this game is. So we got a breakaway floor. We're going to be chased by 2 boulders. We're going to run down. As soon as we drop into the next room, the wall's going to start closing in, but there is a pickup that I want to get. I just want to make sure I get it nice and early. Yeah, there it is. And you got to be able to time Lara and Lara's movements like to a T to be able to get these things, because she has to stop like exactly on top of them to pick them up in time. And once again, I'm going to save it here because one of the hardest secrets I've ever found getting, or just tricky, is like through these blades there's like another dragon on the floor, and I need Lara to like stop right on the dragon for her to pick it up, and if she doesn't get it, we're just going to reload it. But this is it right there. Okay, she got it. We got it. And we got to move before the wall hits us. There we go. Breakaway floors. Some more spikes closing in. Like, this is difficult. This is really difficult. And this is just a complete anxiety inducing game. Oh my god, I forgot about that. And even now, like, I've played, I don't know how many times I've played through these games, but even now playing them, I know what's coming up, and I know exactly like what to expect, and still it gets me every single time, especially this one. This is one of like the most like ridiculous Tomb Raiders in terms of like just raising my heart rate. It's crazy. And I think a lot of people dislike this Tomb Raider. Not a lot of people, but like it received some stick because they said like the transition from like 1 to 2 in terms of like the amount of like enemies there was like way too much. And then I think they kind of caught that on, and in 3 they definitely dialed back on it because there was a lot more exploring. The levels kind of opened up another bit as well, and you can see that. But this is, I stand by this one. I think this is a tremendous game, and we're going for the final secret of the game down here. Otherwise we would have taken that zip line that was up there all the way to the end. But first we want to pick up our flares, which are right here. And then we're going to drop down, and under the Great Wall of China, this is where we are at the minute. We are in China. We are looking for the Dagger of Xi'an, I think it is. That is basically where this entire game is going to take us. But first level, we are starting off on the Great Wall of China, and down here, there actually is our first big kind of baddie of the game, and a really critical key point, which is the T-Rex fight. Now, I don't think it's too difficult than like what I remember it being. But definitely watching it like when I was younger, especially as a kid, like this used to scare the absolute dung clean out of me. So I know when we go out here into like this kind of valley, there's a T-Rex spawns. But I think if I just turn quickly and get back, yeah, he's right behind me. I think I can get back into that little cubby. Yeah, I should be able to just take him out from here. And the final secret lies just beyond like where he came from. Uh-oh. Like one like swipe or like one munch, like Lara's gone. So I just don't want to risk it because I don't want to have to constantly load the game. And it's not even like saving it or anything is a problem, because in this game at least, even on PS1, you were able to save like at any time. They did away, like in Tomb Raider 1 you had to pick up save crystals, you could only save like a certain time. Tomb Raider 3 you picked up save crystals again on the PS versions. I think on PC you could save it all the time, but that was just so annoying because you had to time and like strategically kind of time your saves when you were going to save the game. And there we go, last little secret, and it gives you like, it rewards you really really well. So I've just got the grenade launcher straight off the bat, which is super handy. I just lit a flare, adding to Lara's arsenal, which is going to grow and grow as the game goes on, which is awesome. But yeah, you can save it like any time in this game, which is awesome. You couldn't in TR1 and TR3. TR1 you had set save points. TR3 you could pick up save crystals, you could collect them and then use them at any time, but they were kind of few and far between at times, which made it really quite difficult and tricky to know when to save it. And then Tomb Raider 4 they brought back that you could just save it anytime again, which is like what it should be. I think on PC versions, at least on Steam now, I'm pretty sure you can save it at any point, which is awesome, which is what I'm going to do the whole way through this, unless I was going for a no save run, but I am just not prepared to do that yet. So first level, it doesn't like, if you were coming into this blind, like I said, it may take you some time, especially if you're going for the secrets. And the controls actually don't feel too bad. Like I have this set up like for my like DualShock 4, and it actually holds up pretty well. I was expecting it to be a little bit janky, but all the like whoever has made this loadout, I had to fix a couple of things actually. A couple of the buttons weren't navigated the way I remember them and the way I like them, so I changed a few things. But apart from that, like this plays really, really smoothly. I'm really like kind of shocked at that, but it just adds to the experience, and it looks really good. Like I know, like in terms of like games nowadays, like this probably looks like the biggest pile of crap you've ever seen, but if you know what the old Tomb Raider games look like, you know like how much better this looks already. So, and I thought, what better time to jump back in than 25 years on. It's been 25 years since Lara was born, and she is like the ultimate female video game heroine, you know. Is that a heroine? Not heroine, heroine? Female hero. I think it's heroine. There's supposed to be like spiders spawning whenever I walk up to this zipline. Oh yeah, here they come. I just don't want them to kill me. We'll take the zipline down towards the end here, and we're going to have 2 more tigers to fight before we jump through. Oh my god, they've spawned already. Normally they don't spawn. 2 more to fight here. I think I can get rid of them pretty quickly before they charge. And like I'm by no means going for like an all kills either. Like if I can avoid it, I will. He almost got me. Like he almost took like the entire last bit of my health away, but we'll push through here to the end of the level. And guys, if this is something that you want to see progressing, hit that like button and I will continue to put up my run through. Otherwise, let's just continue to enjoy 25 years of Lara Croft.
Pardon me, if that was just your way of trying the doors for me.
With a Tommy gun on my keyring.
Though not anymore. So after you.
Somehow, you don't behave like you got a monk's blood.
I understand that somehow is in my favor. So indulge me about the dagger. I'd be indebted with your life.
These doors are waiting for the right one. The right time to arrive. And then the dagger's blade will honor the hearts of those who believe. So unless you pledge your loyalty as well.
And which one is that?
To the sins and fortunes of Marco Bartoli.
Perhaps not just yet then. Aha, Gianni Bartelli, Via Caravelli, Venice.